Hi everybody, Jim Barone. Something that's concerning me because of people's fear. This is about the coronavirus. It's something to take really serious. Um, my wife, of course, is Chinese, and my daughter is in China, but not in Wuhan, where the virus broke out, and um, she's been quarantined, which a lot of people don't know this. But the way it's working in China right now is that um, they're basically locked. She's far from Wuhan, but they're not allowed to leave the house, uh, and it's the government. They have troops all over the place. They see you outside. Uh, they'll make you go back home. If you don't have a face mask on, they'll kick your butt. But they'll make you go back home. So that's what the American people don't understand is a lot of places in China right now are under quarantine, the whole city. If you need vegetables or food like that, you call the government and they bring it to you, drop it on your door and run. But you prepay, of course, for it. But they bring it to you so they don't want you going out shopping. They don't want people together. They want this to be isolated to wherever it is infected and stop. So uh, that's what's going on in China. And this is firsthand knowledge because my wife talks to her daughter every day. So the United States is cutting off all the flights and stuff to these places, and I think that's a good thing, kind of. Bad thing for my daughter because she's a citizen, she can't come back. But anyway, what a lot of people don't think about is they're not taking enough precautions here in the United States. There's one thing that the American people need to understand is that if that breaks out like it did in China, the United States is screwed, and I'll tell you why. Because you can't lock down the United States like China. Because China is a dictatorship. The government says, you ain't going out, you ain't going out. And they put troops out walking up and down the street. They see you, they stop you. And they will jail you. And you can't do that in the United States. The people won't allow it. I don't think that I would allow it even though I know how dangerous it is. Could you imagine if you get a knock at the door and it's the cops and they say, you can't leave your house. If you need groceries, you got to call the hotline and we'll have somebody, you'll pay for it and we'll have somebody drop it at your door. Could you imagine that? You can't go to work. All the stores are closed. All the gas stations are closed. All the factories are closed. You have no income. Now the government is paying for people in China, but we're not China. You don't show up for work, there's no, but your bills don't stop. You know, where China, it's a different animal. Here, your bills don't stop. You don't pay, you'll get kicked out. I don't know how they kick you out, but so if that got spread here, think about it. We're screwed because you can't tell the American people you got to stay in your house. They won't listen. They really won't listen, and you ain't got enough cops to stop this here. It's not like China. China's 1.5 billion people, and they got a huge ass army that will kick your ass. They will definitely make you do this. And here, the American people are too used to, I do my own destiny. You're not going to tell me I can't make food or I can't do something to where I got to feed my family, I got to pay my bills. I just, going to be defiant, so it's going to be hard to do that. You know what I mean? So basically, I wanted to tell you that. So one thing you need to be doing right now, and I mean, I know that you guys are not stupid, but I just want to reiterate this to you. Make sure that everything you do, scrubbing your hands is important. Everything you do, you need to think about germs, because this is an airborne pathogen, I think. They say it comes from animals and it's being transferred, but you know what? You don't know exactly what this is. You don't, I mean, you're hearing from the governments, and I'm sorry, but the governments lie. Not always, but maybe they don't tell you every little thing, because if we tell everybody, there's going to be a panic. So there's stuff that they hold back, so they don't actually lie. they fail to tell you the whole thing. You know what I mean? They don't want to really scare you. So what we're doing is my wife, she bought face masks, which you can't get here anymore. There's none to be had. And stuff like this is like an alcohol, kind of smells like alcohol for moisturizing, and it's a hand sanitizer. You should, not this brand, you should be using any brand as long as it's got an alcohol content to where it can help clean. You go to the bathroom, you go out. We got one at our front door. As soon as you walk in here, wash your hands. I mean, clean yourself up real well. Take this serious. I mean, don't have the attitude, this won't happen to me. You don't know that. See, me, I have a upper respiratory disease, asthma. I was born, when I was 12 years old, I had asthma, and I've had it all my life. I don't take inhalers or anything like that, but I'm a little bit of short-winded sometimes because of that. So for me to get a respiratory disease like the coronavirus, I think I'd be a dead man. So I have to really take this serious, and um, I don't want to go around populated places, and I got this stuff for my truck, I got alcohol wipes, and so whatever I do, I got a face mask that I have with me, and I have all kinds of stuff with me, but then I'm trying not to be in truck drivers, you know, being around other truck drivers, because you know how they are. So, you know, I'm trying to keep myself, because I want to live to be an old man. I know I'm real young right now, and I want to live longer. I mean, I'm not ready to go yet. So, but take this serious, and don't have it's not going to happen to me. You don't know that. Could you imagine if you get it because you were stupid, and your son or your daughter dies because of that? How could you live with yourself with that? And you said, I should have listened to Jim. He had it right on the money. No, please. Take this serious. We don't know where this is going yet. There's been cases here in Chicago. Anyway, I just want to let you guys know, here we are. I know it's the 20th century. I know and summer's coming, so they say that as it heats up, the virus will die out. But again, this is what they're saying. Please be careful. Use this stuff and be safe. Thank you.